Alvarez says he's reformed. He's not speeding anymore. Right, Mr. Alvarez?
Ma'am, I saw the vehicle. I really
It
got
don't have nothing to do with the vehicle, Mr. Alvarez. Whatever car you got, your foot is what controls the speed. It's not like you jump into the Hemi and it said, "Oh, we're going 0 to 62." Hold on. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So it's common sense and responsibility that we're looking for on these roads because too many people die because folk got a fast car. You got a fast car. Anyway, all right. So sir, you're charged with speeding, reckless driving, erratic lane change, and improper turn, improper signal. Are you going to hire an attorney? Do you need the court to appoint one, or are you going to represent yourself?
I'm going to represent myself.
How old are you, sir?
I'm sorry.
How old are you?
23.
Okay. All right. Yes, Mr. Tipton?
Would the court like the state to read Mr. Alvarez state's present offer? Okay, Mr. Alvarez, if you plead guilty or NOLA today, the speeding will be a fine of $500. The reckless driving will be dismissed, $200 fine, and the improper signal will be dismissed.
Mr. Alvarez, if you are eligible to use a NOLO plea, that means that you can avoid points on your license. It won't change the amount, but it could help you avoid points on your license that may start accumulating and lead to a suspension of your license. Did you wish to consider the state's offer?
And Your Honor, so the court is aware Mr. Alvarez used a NOLO on a speeding 84 and a 65 back in 2023.
Well, Mr. Alvarez, the NOLO is not available to you, sir. You have the choice of entering a plea of guilty or a plea of not guilty. A not guilty plea means you'll go to trial on this matter at a later date, and you'll have plenty of time to prepare for that trial, either a bench trial or a jury trial. If you entered a guilty plea, we would resolve this matter today, but you need to be aware that the $500 fine with the surcharges would be a total of $737.50, and you would get points on your license. And what was the speed, Mr. Tipton?
Your Honor, it's 87 and a 55. In addition to that, Your Honor, he also has there was also the fine that was offered on the improper lane change. So I think his total will be closer to about $1,000.
Yeah. All right. Mr. Alvarez, is that something you wish to do, or did you wish to enter a plea of not guilty? It's up to you.
I mean, initially when I got pulled over, it was by a Georgia State patrol officer. I don't know if I can explain to you what happened or anything, but I'm willing to just pay and get it over with. But I just don't. I'm trying to understand the points on the license thing.
Okay, so we don't do the points. That is through the Department of Driver Services. What we do is we would adjudicate the case, and I tell you generally, if you are NOLO eligible, the NOLO does assist you with the Department of Driver Services to avoid points on your license. Yeah. But the Department of Driver Services, when we report to them that you have a conviction for speeding, they will then look at your record and determine what points need to be assessed for that. If you have a NOLO and you haven't used a NOLO in 5 years, generally they won't assess points because you have a NOLO plea. But because you've already used your NOLO plea for speeding, then they, through whatever administrative mechanism they use, they would determine how many points that speeding offense would get for the Department of Driver Services. So that's not us, that is Driver Services. And that's what every driver gets if they're going to look at your record, and if you get a conviction for speeding or some other moving violation, there's a possibility that points come with that.
Okay, so if I plead guilty, I pay the fine, and then the case will be closed?
You pay the fine, and what now? I'm sorry.
The case will be closed?
Yeah, the case will be closed. But what I want you to understand is the consequences for instance, with Department of Driver Services, once
Yeah,
we
I understand.
case, we don't do points or anything like that. We just trying to advise you that that is a possibility.
Yes, okay.
All right. Now you could always slow down. That's something you could do.
Yeah.
But did
Yeah,
you wish to?
2021 and 2023. At that time, I had a sports vehicle, and I don't have that car anymore. So as of, like, that's why I haven't having any speeding violations as of now. But yeah, I saw that car like in 23.
Yeah, and when you get them Hemis, that can happen.
And so Your Honor is aware, in 2020, he had a 75 and a 55. This 2021 is an 87 and a 55. And the 2023 was an 84 and a 65. So the speed is very concerning to the state.
Mr. Alvarez says he's reformed. He's not speeding anymore, right, Mr. Alvarez?
Ma'am, I saw the vehicle. I really got
It doesn't have nothing to do with the vehicle, Mr. Alvarez. Whatever car you got, your foot is what controls the speed. It's not like you jump into the Hemi and it said, "Oh, we're going 0 to 62." Hold on. You got me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So it's common sense and responsibility that we're looking for on these roads, because too many people die because folk got a fast car. You got a fast car. Anyway, all right. So you're gonna take the plea, is what I'm hearing, to the speeding and erratic lane change. Is that correct, Mr. Tipton?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Raise your right hand for me, sir. You solemnly swear or affirm any testimony you give in this matter will be true.
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. So, Mr. Alvarez, you are over the age of 21 and you wish to represent yourself. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. You're before the court for case 2023-CR00188, speeding, count 1, reckless driving, count 2, erratic lane change, count 3, an improper turn, improper signal, count 4. You're entering a plea of guilty to counts 1 and 3. Counts 2 and 4 will be no pros. By entering these pleas, you give up the right to have a trial by jury or judge. You give up the right to have the state prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. You give up the right to have the presumption of innocence in your favor. You give up the right to confront witnesses, subpoena witnesses, present testimony and evidence on your behalf, to not incriminate yourself or present any testimony or evidence against yourself. And if you are not a United States citizen, a plea of guilty or no contest could negatively impact your immigration status. Do you understand all of these things, sir? All right. Factual basis and recommendation, please.
Your Honor. Your Honor, on March 14th of 2025, officers with the Georgia Department of Public Safety, while conducting routine traffic enforcement, did, while using a LiDAR, clock a Dodge Challenger driven by the defendant before you, driving 87 miles per hour in a zone that was marked for 65 miles per hour, and further did observe the defendant weaving in and out of lanes. The recommendation, Your Honor, is for count 1 speeding, a $500 fine. Count 2 reckless driving will be null prost. Count 3 improper lane change will be a $200 fine. Count 4 improper signal will be null prost.
All right. Mr. Alvarez, I'm going to accept your plea of guilty to counts 1 and 3. Counts 2 and 4 will be no pros. The count $500 fine on count 1 will be $737.50. The $200 fine on count 3 will be $298. Sir, I can give you up to 60 days to pay without putting you on probation. But if you need more time, we have a probation option, which is 12 months pay only probation. You have the 2 requirements are that you pay and that you attend your probation reports. Once you have paid all of the fines and fees, then your probation will terminate and you'll be free to go.
Okay. Am I able to pay today or?
Sure. If you wish to pay or put down some of it today, that would be perfect. And then I'll go ahead and give you 60 days in which to pay the remainder. Okay?
Sure.
All right, so when you leave the courtroom, you're gonna go downstairs to the second floor. When you get to the second floor, when you're coming into the first set of double doors, go left on the hallway. So take that left down to the traffic court cashier's window. They're gonna give you your paperwork. It's gonna have the exact date by which everything needs to be paid. You can ask them about options about paying online or by phone, and they do take partial payments at that window as long as everything is paid by the 60th day.
Okay.
All right, and slow down for me. I want you to be safe.
Yes, ma'am. Can I ask a question right now or no?
Sure.
Um, I forgot my question. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
After can I get like a copy of the officer's report? Because like at the moment, when I did initially get put over for this specific scenario in 2021, I was coming down the highway and the officer did quote unquote get behind me, but he had no sirens or lights, so I just kept driving the speed that I was already going. And he ended up trying to ram my car. Well, he got next to me because I was getting off on the exit. He got next to me, so I initially slowed down. He started like about to ram my car, hit my car, so he hopped out, and like he put his hands on me, dragged me out the car. I was bleeding from my knees, my elbows, and my chin. But I understand he thought I was trying to evade, but I just want to know the officer's name or something.
I get you. So, I mean, the case is over, but you're entitled to discovery, but you can also just go to the police report. That's probably the easiest thing. Go to the police station. You know which agency it was?
I just know it was Georgia State Patrol. That's all, man.
Well, Mr. Tipton, where would he go for a Georgia State patrol report?
Your Honor, he would start at his local Georgia State Patrol precinct. I believe the nearest one is in Forest Park.
Well, do you all have a copy of the report?
I'm happy to give him a copy of the report if you'd like, Your Honor.
Yeah, that would be good. Mr. Tipton's going to give you a copy of that report. And I'm sorry that happened to you, but please slow down for me, okay? All right, thank you. All right.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
Mr. Alvarez needs a bench warrant recall.
All right. Mr. Tipton, can you get me a bench warrant recall for Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll prepare that and have that sent to Your Honor momentarily.
All right. So, Mr. Alvarez, yes, sir.
That's also that was the initial question that I forgot. Like I was saying, the case, I got pulled over in March 14, 2024.
Uh-huh.
And, 2021, I'm sorry. And well, I know when I paid my bond to get out of jail, I never got any court dates in the mail or any information about anything for 4 years until I believe they said they sent something in the mail May and June for my court date,
Okay.
June 10th or June 20th. June 10th.
If you have changed your address at all, we may have only the address that was on your license at the time. So if you've changed or moved, that would have been the address that they had.
Okay, no, I still stayed at the same address, but got in the form of needed to show up to court, because if I did, I would have definitely showed up, and
I got you. Well, we're gonna recall it, so you shouldn't have any issues with that either.
Okay, yeah, because I work on military base and I can't sometimes get in. If I have a warrant, they'll arrest me right then and there and take me to jail.
Okay, well, we don't want that. We're gonna go ahead and get that taken care of today.
I appreciate it.
No problem. All right, take care, sir. Go ahead down to the second floor and to the left to the traffic court window.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. All right, next is Jorge